Where do we begin?
I don't know.
This is a video that Jay and I never thought we would be making. The short version is that we had to get off the trail because of time. The longer, more detailed version, which is what we ultimately want to give you in just a moment, is, I think, worth the explanation.
Yeah, it's August 5th, and 2 years ago I lost my dad. Nothing to do with why we got off trail.
Yeah, it's a heavy day. So we have actually been off trail for a little bit, and we kind of wanted to take some time to like process that before putting this video out, and I wanted to put our other videos that I had edited out first, just the normal way we've been doing things. After everything happened in Southern Virginia with the whole murder and all that stuff, we were really hell-bent on getting back on trail, to the point where I kind of took the attitude of, if you're not going to support me in getting back on trail, that's fine, but get out of my way. The reason that I was so determined, that we were so determined, is because we came out on trail to thru hike in order to heal, right? I mean, that was like our number one thing, was not the title of thru hiker. We did make that our goal in a sense, because we kind of, I think, decided that we were going to take these 6 months or 5.5 months. We were going to take a step away from everything that had happened at home in the last 2 years, just disconnect for a while. Our end goal, though, yeah, sure, it was to thru hike, but really it was to heal. So when you fast forward to May and the murder happens and we're off trail and all those things, I think Jay and I both felt like there's no way that anything is getting us off trail. Don't care what it is. The only thing that really stood in our way was the issue of time. And I know some of you had commented about that I had a hard deadline. Money wasn't the issue, motivation wasn't the issue, emotional stuff was not the issue. And it was really hard. Like, it was really hard sitting there in the hotel room on our anniversary, looking at the numbers and the dates and the time and realizing that things were just not adding up. We came out here to heal and move forward. And by the time we got to the halfway point of the trail, it became very clear to us that a key piece in that was going to be looking elsewhere to live in the future and moving. You know, we're sitting there and we're saying, we want to move, like, we want to make a life for ourselves. And we both felt like we'd be taking the lessons that we've learned so far on trail and throwing them away, if that makes sense. And have a family and eventually buy a home. With that being said, that just sort of like snapped into place, and it became very clear that our best choice was to get off trail. And I know that that's going to be really disappointing for a lot of people, because I know our viewers have been so supportive, and especially in the face of what we went through in Southern Virginia. And, you know, getting back on trail was this really, you know, I was really happy that we did. I was really proud of that. And I know our friends, our family, you guys were all really happy for us, which is why it's so difficult to make this video, and it gets me really emotional to think about, because all I wanted after that, even more so, was to summit Katahdin and to finish and to stand on top of that damn sign, the two of us.
Yeah, but this is a decision we made together, and we're not blaming it on anything. It is better for us, better for our future family, and in the long run, it'll work out better for us.
It will.
The trail is always going to be there, and we do still plan on hiking and filming and putting out videos. We're going to finish miles, but we're not going to do it in a year. It's going to take us a little longer, but it is what it is.
Ultimately, we got off trail because of time. You know, it's a decision that we made together. Am I 100% happy with our decision? I think given all of our options, it was the best one, but it sucks. Like, it sucked getting off, and we miss it,
and we think about it,
and everybody's pictures that are starting to like hit Vermont and New Hampshire and Maine and people who have summited, like, it sucks. I always pictured ourselves on top of that, taking that same picture too.
And we will at some point. A little longer, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
But on a better note, we are currently sitting in a hotel in Fresno, California.
So the decision that we made in conjunction with this was we decided to take the remainder of the time that we had and the remainder of the budget that we had saved up for our hike and go cross country. That is the adventure journey that we have been in. That has had its own amazing parts to it. Anytime that, you know, we're feeling bummed out about being off trail, or, you know, the things that happened, I just remember that we're doing something else that's really awesome, and we've been able to have extra time to do it. And we had talked about going cross country probably the last 2 years at some point, but we would have never had a few weeks to do it. It would have been like in 2 weeks or something, or 10 days. But we are really thankful that we still had some time at the end of the summer to travel and to see the West, to see family. So we are on our way down to the San Diego area tomorrow to see Jay's older brother. That aside, we've been vlogging everything, and it is a little bit different when you're not vlogging on trail. We're still trying to figure out kind of like the, I don't know, story that we're trying to tell through our vlogs with traveling and everything, but we just really want everyone to know that, you know, people get off trail for all different kinds of reasons, and it's really opened my eyes up to the other side of it. Like, when people get off trail, 6 months is a long time to do something. There's a lot of variables, and a lot of life can happen in 6 months. Like, clearly a lot of life can happen, and unfortunately some of those things are 100% out of our control, and we just had to make the best of a really crappy situation. I think that's the hardest part.
Yeah, the hardest part is that we were in it mentally. Like, we were doing it every day, and everything was fine. And then we went to a hotel for our anniversary, and we never left. Like, it just kind of, we went over stuff, and the numbers didn't add up, and it smacked us in the face. Like,
so a lot of people say, like, oh, if you want to get off trail and end your through hike, give it a night or two, really think it over.
Don't get off on a bad day.
Don't get off on a bad day.
It wasn't a bad day. It was we did go through a swamp and get stung by a bee and all kinds of stuff.
It wasn't a bad day. It was just another day in Pennsylvania. Let's be real here. If you don't have time, there's nothing that you can do about it. And I will say this. I know some people are going to say, well, why didn't you just hike until the end of the summer? And we could have done that, and we did think about that. Here's why we didn't. If we'd made it to Vermont or New Hampshire with 400 or 500 or less than 400 miles left and had to get off the trail and just go home,
that would have made it so much worse.
I would have self-destructed, I think, doing that. And to be in Vermont again and have to get off trail again would have just really not been mentally good for either one of us.
So this trip, driving out west, it's the best, it was the best outcome that either of us could come up with. We had the time, we had the money, and that's what we're doing. that's what we did. We doing it.
Yeah.
So
we still doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Sorry if this seems like we're skipping around a lot, but this is not the ultimate outcome that we wanted, but
it's pretty cool at the same time.
It is pretty cool. Yes. It's just a really big mix of emotions. It's tough though. You know, I think about it every single day, and sure, would we be out there right now like covered in mosquito bites and cursing the rain and the humidity? Yes, absolutely, but we'd still be doing it.
Yeah.
So, I'm also really excited to continue our channel and to have you guys see like other side stuff and other things that we're interested in, because, you know, the title of our channel is It's Who We Are, and there is more to us than through hiking. So we hope that you guys will enjoy our future vlogs and all that kind of stuff, and we just really appreciate your support so much, and thank you for sticking with us. We hope you still do. Anything else? No? We're good?
Yeah.
Okay.